Welcome to another video of Israelite in Panama. Today we're going to be talking about Esau. And the name of this video is going to be Tracing the Esau-Edomite Bloodline Throughout the Ages. Okay. We must understand that Esau is a chameleon and a transformer. Okay. And no matter who Esau intermingles or mixes with, his bloodline is always going to be the dominant strain. The secret of Esau is that Esau is to be all things as far as his identity. He is to be all things to all men for the glory of the black pope who they follow as the Jesuits. I'm going to go into that a little later in this video. Okay, now we got to understand that the trade in slaves constituted the main source of livelihood for the Roman Jews. But when Rome and the West fell in the 6th century AD, the Roman Jews, they became the Radhanites, and they began the Radhanite slave trade. They went from generally the 500 AD to 1000 AD. And the Radhanites may be counted among the precursors to the banks that arose in the Middle Ages. However, the fall of the Tang dynasty of China in 908 AD and the rise of the mercantile Italian city-states who viewed the Radhanites as unwanted competitors led to the disappearance of the Radhanites from history. However, instead of disappearing, the truth is that the Venetian bankers absorbed the wealth, the personnel involved, the networks, and the trade routes from the Radhanites and Khazars in order to continue what was started by their brethren Esau. So what this is telling you is that Esau, after the Radhanite slave trade disappeared, they intermingled with the Venetian bankers, and then they eventually became what was known as the Venetian black nobility. Now, what we must know about the Venetian black nobility is that the majority of the royal houses of Europe, have this bloodline, have this Esau bloodline, because Esau intermingled with the Venetian bankers, who then this same bloodline went and intermingled with all of the royal houses of Europe. Esau is intermixed into all of the royal families of Europe. Okay, that's a lot of power. This one bloodline through the Radhanites entered into the Venice, the Venetian bankers, and then from there they intermingled with all of the royal houses, and now all of the royal houses of Europe have this Esau bloodline strain, which is dominant. Okay, and this explains the power that Esau has today in the world through his domination of the genetic or DNA strains of the royal houses of Europe. Okay, stay tuned for the next coming video where I'm going to be showing how the black nobility was able to take over the United States through the Federal Reserve, and how it controls the United States today through the setup of what they call the national security state. Okay. Once again, Esau has many names, even though it's the same bloodline, and I'm just going to name a few of them now. Esau is to be known as Roman Jews. Then they went from that to Radonite Jews, and then from that they went to Venetian black nobility, and they're also known as Protestants. They're also known as Catholics. They're known as Jesuits. They're known as Sephardim, Ashkenazim, and other names, which I'll go into in the next video, or Huguenots. The so-called Protestant Huguenots from France are really Esau's bloodline that fled Spain and Portugal when they were expelled in 1492. Many of these people fled to Amsterdam and they fled to France. That's why another strain that they have is in the Dutch, because they went into Amsterdam. So a lot of many Dutch people have the Esau strain. And then, of course, the strain went into France, and they are called the Huguenots in France. So with that, I'm going to say enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, thank you. If not, subscribe, hit the like button, leave your comments, share the video, because you're going to really want to see this next video where I go into Esau and his development through the Huguenot strain, the development of the national security state in the United States of America. With that, I'm going to say shalom.